Pretend I'm not here. A couple things happened today that's kind of knocked the wind out of my sails a little bit. Okay, Charlie is here. We are all set up. And I'm just, when I shear, I also treat with a delicer. So I'm just gonna get my stuff ready here and get on with this day. This looks so professional.
Overall cattle gates welded into chute panels.
Perfect. Pretend I'm not here.
No pictures against my religion.
You came to the wrong place. Oh, she's huge. Hey, lady. She's going gray like me. Oh, you little bugger. You are not supposed to go back there. Okay, let's see if we can get her back. Lady. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Away you go. Yeah, she fell in the hay. Listen, lady. That's a girl. Bye-bye. Charlie and Alvin just left. I've got a ton of cleanup to do. So we ended up with 4 bags full, not 3 bags full, of wool. He's just leaving them for now. Charlie takes the wool off my bill and he gets rid of it. He just takes it to the Canadian Wool Co-op. The wool prices right now are garbage. I think we're getting 30 cents a pound right now, so it's not great. The one thing I wanted to show you is our black wool. The black wool gets sorted out. They don't mix the black and the white, and I think it's got to do with dyeing. The black wool they can't dye, so it stays away from the white wool, so the white wool can be dyed. So it is in its own bag. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put these and then clean up, and I think Mark is going to start corn today. I guess I better get going. Shearing is a big day. There's a lot of moving around. Charlie bringing Alvin this time. It was hard to take footage and get the wool away from them and bag up the wool. So I'm really tired actually right now. A couple things happened today that's kind of knocked the wind out of my sails a little bit. Instagram blocked my content from like showing the shearing, which is weird because they're saying it's sensitive content, and I find that hard to swallow when, you know, dogs get groomed. It's the same thing. We're grooming our sheep. So boys, we're mark sensitive content, so put your clothes back on. Really, Instagram, there's far more scandalous things out there than shearing sheep. I shear my sheep for a couple of reasons. For one, I have to, for their health. Wool is a lot of weight on these animals. And so they will get sheared at least once a year. Typically, they'll get sheared before every time they lamb. So that would be about they potentially can get sheared every 9 months if they stay on my breeding schedule. So the ones with a lot of wool, those ones are either ewe lambs that haven't got bred yet or ewes that have missed more than once. So their wool gets quite thick. And it gets really thick. So it's hard for me to do any of the management jobs with that thick wool. It's hard for me to trim their hooves because they won't really fit into the machine that I need to use. It's hard for me to do their vaccination. I got to get it sub-Q. Hard to see when they've got like that much wool. I don't shear because I want to. I shear because I have to. Health of the animal, health of the lamb. So I'm shearing them before they lamb. Basically, so it's clean underneath. The lamb doesn't pick up bacteria that's stuck on the wool. And it's also, the lamb likes to cozy up with mom. And often if she's got a big, thick, woolly barrier on her, sometimes she can't feel the lamb underneath her. And that is when sometimes a ewe can lay on her lamb. So that's part of the reason. Another big reason why I shear, especially this group right now, I'm running very short on feeder space. And the group that I had in the back corner, it was tight. And today, since I sheared them, there's a ton of room. There's probably room for 6 more ewes. So it makes a huge difference if you shear, if you're running out of room, running out of feeder space, which is really important. So those are the reasons why I shear. Let me tell you, it's not for the wool, it's not for the money. Wool right now is at one of like the lowest levels I've ever seen, which is 30 cents a pound. It cost me $5 a ewe for Charlie to shear, plus his drive here. It's not a fun job, but Charlie and Alvin, Charlie's been training Alvin, and you can tell they're both very, very calm. It's really hard to capture that on camera. It's more of a dance than an actual like struggle with them. If I was to do it, it would be a struggle. So that's why I hire this out. That's kind of the lowdown on shearing day. And the next jobs will be vaccinating and hoof trimming now that they fit in my trim chute. So I hear the combine going. So today's gonna be a long day. I now need to start corn. Okay, 2019 corn harvest has begun. I'm getting my second wind. I was feeling like I got run over by a bus about a half an hour ago. This is the field that we took the corn silage off of. So we've got about 15 acres done to the west of the field here. I'm trying to think how many. I think there's 40 acres total here. So it's not a big chunk. We just wanted to get this little bit ripped off. The ground conditions are a bit soft, so we have to be very careful. He just wants to test the dryer. This is our brand new dryer. We've never run it, and he wants to get some of the gremlins worked out and figure out even just how it works and how it runs. So he's very excited. I'm happy for him that he's starting corn. I just know it's going to be the beginning of a long few weeks of corn harvest. But today is a beautiful day, and we will take it.